Okay, we're going live.
All right, we're going live.
Let's see here how if it connects. Yeah, here we go. Hello, everybody. Okay, this is BpoW Picks here. This is Curtis from Curtis. He's kind of new now. He's not almost not new, and we thought we'd just give it a shot and go live here, boys and girls. Uh, so Curtis and I are going to talk about our picks, what our picks may be for tomorrow. Uh, you can there's nobody in here right now, but if for those of you that are watching this and want to come do this, comment what your picks are. We'll talk back and forth. You can ask us questions. We'll give our leans and all that kind of stuff like that. I just thought I'd try it, see how it works, have some fun. Remember to hit the subscribe and the bell and the like and all that, and I'll send you a my NHL Pearls of Wisdom necklace, hand knitted by Helen here at BpoW Industries in the Seattle apartments, of course. Uh, so yeah, let's just go at her. Tomorrow we got the first game. Curtis is Columbus and Dallas, and I don't personally like this game that much. What do you think?
I don't. The lines at five. The lines at five, so it could go either way. I think on that. It, these are two teams. It just depends on which team shows up. Um, Columbus is trying to put their new lines together with their acquisitions. Trends they've had the better part of Dallas, but Dallas has definitely been a better team this year. But when they've laid an egg, they've laid an egg. So I'm on the fence post on this one. But if I had to, I'd lean Columbus.
Yeah, well, okay, we're on the I'm going to lean Dallas until I see some connectivity with Columbus. Their game just seems totally awry right now, and trying to integrate Lion into that lineup. Nothing will surprise me with Tortorella. I've underestimated that guy enough times, but since I'm humming and hawing about it, I'll probably go with the team with the juice. One thing we don't know here, I think he's been going back and forth. I think Merzlikins will be in this time, um, but I haven't really did. I doubt very much they have the goaltending out right yet. Uh, I'm gonna look up left wing
Yeah,
lock. Not very seldom do they have it this early. So what's that?
they have Jonas projected on my site
Yeah, that's
for
projected, but
Columbus.
I mean that doesn't really mean all that much. What do we got? Where is that game here? Tomorrow, right? The fourth. Why the
Correct.
heck do they not have? Oh, here it is. Yeah, Kudobin and Merzlikins. Yeah, I'm gonna lean Dallas. This should be an under. Like it last year, this was an under all day, but at five, and the way Dallas has been playing with the new system that they've got in place there, I could easily see an over here as well. So um, I'm conflicted about that game. Let's put it that way. I'm not really sure. So my lean is Dallas, and I'm gonna say the over just because Columbus's defense isn't anything like it was. It hasn't looked anything like it has in the past recently.
Yeah, and I can actually see a 3-2 ball game, hockey game on this. So if I were to take it, I would probably take the over on it. Um, because I don't know, when you have a percentage wise, um, you have a higher percentage of going over than you would under. Because once you reach your line, you lose. So percentage wise, I would take the over.
Yeah, percentage wise, just because it's a five, right? And Dallas has
Correct.
been running up the score a lot in a lot of their games. So they did, and they won 6-3 last time, wasn't it? Now,
Right.
because they won,
Went over their team totals.
what's that?
That might be a way you look at the game too. Is look at the team totals.
Team totals, yeah, but like I said, now because they won, okay, I'm going by on what I know from the Columbus Blue Jackets and Barry and not Barry Trotz, but Tortorella. If they get blown out one game, they're not getting blown out the next game. But everything about Columbus this year has been voodoo. Like that's why I'm pretty much fading this game because until I see them get back to where they were before, I'm just basically guessing when they're going to do that, you know.
Correct.
So, since I'm going on what I've seen so far, and you got a Lion A going in there that doesn't really lend well to their system. They're going to have to work to figure out how he's going to work in that system. Hey, CL, how you doing, my
Yeah,
friend? CL is in the house. We're talking Dallas Columbus right now, CL. I'm leaning. I'm kind of leaning Dallas, but we're really conflicted about this game. What do you figure on that one, buddy?
uh, just for the odds on the game, I lean Columbus. A lot of that's going to depend on whether they can gel their new line together quickly because they did not look good the other night. So that's going to be the key to it. It's one of those variables that you just don't know about, and until I can get a footing on how that line's going to start working together, and that it's hard to make a pick on this game. But my educated pick says Columbus is not going to lose two games at home, especially when they pretty much have owned Dallas in the series. Um, so that's the way I look at it. You know, it, uh, it's not a strong pick right now, though.
Yeah. If you're still there, we're also watching the Philly game. Who did you have on the Philly game, CL? CL is here. CL, no, I'm asking CL, a guy in the chat. You probably can't see the chat right now, right?
No, I don't
Oh,
see it,
you
but
don't
I'm
see
not.
the chat.
Yep.
But CL
My
is in the chat and he comes in all the time. So who are you betting on in the Philly game? Oh, look at that. Philly just scored again. It's 3-1. Man, my lean towards Philly was right. Yeah, Philly scored again. I'm going to start trusting my gut a little more on my picks, I think. Okay, so we'll go to our next game then because you got I got a lean to Dallas, you got a Dean to lean to. Oh yeah, he's a Philly fan. I forgot about that.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
CL is a Philly fan. The guy in the
Oh,
chat is a Philly fan. Yeah.
gotcha.
CL, this is Curtis, by the way. Curtis is a Pittsburgh fan. Now, if you wanted to see this chat, Curtis, you could get on your phone and go to my channel and hit the live, and on your phone you'd be able to see the chat. Yeah, I love Farabee.
YouTube.
Yeah, you could even do it on your laptop too. Just search, go open up a tab and just search. Go YouTube and search and go onto my channel, and you'll see the live there, and you can just press it and you could see the chat. Yeah, Kurt's demand. Okay, while we're doing that, because we don't want to go this on forever, but uh, we're going to talk about the next game being. Where's my odds? Okay, here we go. Nashville, Florida. So far, Bobrovsky is confirmed. I imagine it'll be Saros for Nashville. Um, right now, I got to go. And anybody out here that's listening, if you're listening to this live later, when it goes out as a broadcast, these are our early leans. If you want our for sure picks, go to the Patreon, which I'll leave in the bio. You can sign up there and get our best plays of the day. Florida versus Nashville. I like Florida in this one.
Yeah, I do too. They a couple of videos. Nashville's trending downward. Um, I see them selling off a lot of chips in their uh, trade deadline. So we'll see what happens toward the end of the year.
Yeah, I see Nashville trading a lot of people away. They haven't shown me anything that they can win right now. So, hey, how you doing, buddy? We're doing some betting talk here, buddy. National Hockey News Reports is in here now. We're talking about the games for tomorrow and who we think might win, and we're watching the Philly game, or at least I am, anyways. Uh, I'm taking Florida. I also like the over on that game at 5.5.
Yeah, I would definitely lean over, especially with Saros. He had a great game the last game, but uh, I can't remember the last time he's had two good games in a row. In fact, I don't know if he ever has. But so we'll see what happens on that.
The Bruins, I haven't honestly. I haven't been watching this whole game. My wife and I were watching some other stuff. I was giving her a break from hockey tonight, and I just started watching it now. Both teams seem to be playing well. It just looks like Philly got the bounces, uh, from what I could tell, anyways. But I didn't put this in as a pick. However, in the video we did last night, I think we did say Philly, and I leaned. I don't know if I think I might have leaned the over though. Who's your favorite, Kurt? As a Pittsburgh fan, who's your favorite Flyer of all time?
Oh gosh, probably Bobby Clark. I mean, you hated him, but you loved to see him play.
Yeah, Bobby Clark. Yeah, my favorite all time was Rick Tocchet. Habs will beat the Senators. Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a bit. So yeah, Florida Dallas is pretty self-explanatory. I'm taking Florida. I think we'll find out. Like I don't know if these are our best bets because we got goaltenders that have to come out. I got injuries that we got to take
And
care of tomorrow. All of that stuff like that. So these are really just our leans for now. If you want our best bets again, you'll have to go to the Patreon. You'll get our best bets. But the next game we got Washington.
you there?
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Washington's getting dog money in that Rangers game. Are you?
I am too, and I think that's basically because they're. I don't think they're at full strength yet. They still have some players out and question mark on it, and um, the only thing I can say is, with the Rangers being home, but Washington's owned them, and Washington's looked great this year. Uh, I was surprised at some of the wins they had when they were shorthanded. So um, uh, I definitely lean toward the over in the game, and I lean Washington in this game.
Yeah, for now I lean Washington. I'm going to see what the injury list is tomorrow. Maybe there's some surprises in there that I don't know about. But as it stands right now, from what I've seen from the New York Rangers, like with D'Angelo being out, and then Smith, they've got some for sure injuries right there. Smith in the last game put a hit on, I think it was Tanev from Pittsburgh, and pretty much knocked himself out. So I don't think he's going to be coming back anytime soon for their defense. Oh, Boston just freaking made it 3-2. Guess who? Pasternak again. Pasternak. How long does a guy go out for and he comes back and he freaking nails it? He scores like I think he scored their last 3 or 4 goals actually. Now,
It's over 10 points in the last 3 games, if I'm not mistaken.
wow, crazy. That's why it was so hard to bet this game. Anyways, I got to lean Washington there. We'll for sure, and with how much firepower they still have in their lineup, and the New York Rangers kind of struggling on defense, but still having some, pretty good firepower themselves. I'm kind of with you on that with the over. We might be looking at the over there as well. For the next game, we're going Ottawa, Montreal.
Well, and I mean, you got to look at Montreal. I sure ain't gonna pay the juice at minus 315, 320 right now, and they'll probably go up as people get on the game. So if I played that one, it'd probably be in a parlay or look another alternative, whether it be an alternative line, because you're even getting juice on the puck line. And if I do a puck line at all, I only play it if there's plus money. Why am I going to give a goal away and still play juice on it? That just don't make sense to me. So, you know, those are some of my rules as far as picking a game. I'm not going to play a puck line unless I'm getting some return on it. So I would look for an alternative line or to cut down the juice, look at Montreal in regulation and that.
Well,
Look at last games and, Ottawa's a bottom feeder. I mean, shoot, they're arguably the worst team in the NHL right now, but they have no morale. They have nothing going for them right now. So, um,
yeah,
Montreal's the only way you look at that game.
I'll take a puck line if I'm getting $80 on a $100 bet. As long as I know, like, I'm just being safe on the puck line. I think Montreal versus against Ottawa is pretty safe on the puck line. Uh, Now, alternative puck line is certainly out there. If you can get a -2.5, I would be comfortable going -2.5 or -2. Uh,
You probably return on that.
what's that?
You would get a good return on that too. I don't have the line on it right now because I don't have an
You're probably getting
alternate
220,
line.
225, something like that, which in American, like, you bet 100 and you get, I like to say plus and a quarter. You're getting double and a quarter. So that's
Mm-hmm.
not bad. I would, but I'm more of a safe guy. I would take, I would probably just take the puck line and take my 180, take my $80 and be done with it. Because it's a for sure bet. If I'm really that for sure about it, I'll put it. I'll start putting that kind of stuff in parlays and juice up my other games. Right? Like you could juice up. You could juice up. Say something like St. Louis over Arizona. You could take Montreal on the puck line and parlay it with St. Louis over Arizona. That you're giving up 50% juice and turn that into probably a pretty good payout.
You know, um, the team total's 4.5 right now, plus 120.
4.5 at plus 120. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's not bad. If Murray's in net, I'm all over that. Pearlo dance. They want me to Pearlo dance. Pearlo dance. Pearlo dance. Pearlo dance. I haven't did that in a long time. Here you go, buddy. Yeah. What's that? Pico power play. What's power play? Anyways, yeah, like four and a half. Did you say they got to score 5 goals? If Murray's in net, I'm probably all over that. If they happen to put Murray in net, um, uh, he's a Montreal fan.
And
Did you have?
anytime you get anytime you get a bottom feeder like Ottawa, if you can get player props, that might be a way to go too. Um, uh, Look at some of the Montreal players that you think are going to score a goal in that game, and it'd probably be a good bet
Yeah,
too. And you probably,
Toffoli.
you know,
The
yeah,
way Toffoli's going. Uh,
yeah. And there are points when they can get them in an easy game like this, so those are usually safe bets too. And all I'm doing is trying to throw you some alternative ways to bet a game to avoid the crazy juice that's offered, because that's the second highest juice so far this year, with the largest being Tampa Bay earlier tonight.
I've been hitting parlays like crazy with low juice games this year. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll put like I'll take Montreal ML, and I know you're not getting any juice, but I mean take Toronto ML because they're not going to lose that game. Uh, and whatever if there's an over under that we're going to be looking at here that we like uh, that I'm really fond of. Tomorrow, like the over for the Rangers game, parlay that all into one. That's not a bad play. It's like the next one was Toronto, Vancouver, and I'm sure that's a 6.5 on the over. You'd still go over on that, right? How do you not go over on that?
Yeah, I would lean it. Toronto's defense is just so much better this year, and
Hey, you
um,
guys, don't forget to
I,
just wait a sec. Don't forget to like the channel so we can get more people in here. Go ahead. Sorry.
I need confirmation of goalies on that one. I want to see who's in goal for Vancouver.
I
Um,
think it's going to be Demko. I think Demko's taken over the number one spot there in Vancouver.
we definitely should.
Yeah. I will be doing
Yep.
I'll be doing live streams every day. I got somebody asking me a question here. I'll be doing live streams every day between 1 and 3 Eastern, 5 days a week. Sometimes we go over, sometimes we start a little sooner, but if you get in there between 1 and 3, we will be there. I'm considering doing some live stuff like this for our betting site to see how it goes. So you can come on here and do that as well if you like to talk betting and stuff like that. Uh, so you can do that. So we can do that as well. I'm glad you think it's the best live ever. I really enjoy it, and I enjoy having you guys be part of it. You guys are a lot of fun for sure. Um, so yeah, Vancouver. I mean, I can't. I just got to fade Vancouver as far as picking them for anything for a while, unless they start getting some bottom feeders to play against. Against a team like Toronto, I mean, I can't say they're my best bet tomorrow, but uh, you're
No.
not getting any juice on Toronto. But
And so because one of them goalies that he can have a game where he stands on his head. So right now it's Sean Demko and Anderson, but uh, Toronto's rolling right now.
okay, NHNR, awesome. Thanks for coming in. Toronto's rolling right now, and Vancouver's not. It's like next to impossible not to do something with that Toronto game, I imagine. And yeah, so we'll definitely I'll be definitely doing something with that game in my Patreon in our Patreon for sure. Um, what do we got next? Carolina Chicago. That is a very interesting game. I'm figuring that they're just going to keep, Chicago's going to keep on going back to Lankinen. And then the next question will be: is Carolina going to keep on going back to Reimer, or they're going to finally give that Nedeljevich guy a chance? This could be a very this could be a very interesting play tomorrow, depending on how what goaltenders come out.
Yeah, I agree 100% on that. Now that you got to go with Carolina, but they're having some goalie issues right now. We don't know how their number one goalie, how long the injury is, but last I checked, he's going to be out quite a while. So Reamer's going to be the number one goalie right now.
Yeah, Reimer's not a number one goalie.
Correct,
So,
but he is.
but Carolina's a great team nonetheless. So
Yep.
they it's and Chicago has been playing a lot better than I expected. Um,
Yeah, they've been feisty, that's for sure. They're excited about their new goalie kid. He's doing a great job under the circumstances, and um, uh, I think they're playing hard for him. They want to see him get his wins. So we'll see what happens, especially with Chicago being at home, um, which there's no fans in the arenas right now, but it's still home. I don't care how you look at it. So that's always got to be a little bit of an edge, in my opinion. Just not as big an edge. It's not like the 12th player in uh, football where the fans help make a difference in the game right now.
no, that certainly isn't there. That's for sure. Um, Chicago is so this is in Chicago. In
Yes.
Chicago, Carolina has been not playing too many games. I think it's a good place to throw a little bit like a small bet on Chicago because Carolina won the last one, and it seems to be a trend right now that this the
Carolina,
you know
Carolina's won six against Chicago, and they've won the last four at Chicago. But this year's format, you know, uh, playing these little mini series, which like tonight's game is definitely a playoff atmosphere. Of course, this one's not because Chicago's not going to be in the playoffs that I can see. Um, so, but the teams get to know each other a little better and uh, playing right back with each other without the traveling involved. Sometimes a team can start feeling too good about themselves and take another team for granted. And just like in any sport, the puck can go funny bounces, or you get a bad penalty that all of a sudden, the other team has a two-goal lead. There's just a lot of variables in there that are different right now with this year's format.
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking I might do is just throw a little bit at Chicago there. Uh, uh, Arizona and St. Louis. Arizona just doesn't have the roster to compete against too many teams this year.
I can't figure them out. I can't figure Arizona out right now. I'm not giving up on them yet. I actually like them. Um, but at St. Louis, it's tough right now. And normally you would say an under on this game, but uh,
Yeah, I got
St. Louis is right, and their goalies are letting some goals in this year. So
yeah, I got burnt on
with
I
that
got
line,
burnt on that last game last time.
yeah, yeah, it's not a game I'm going to be rushing to the window with. I don't think.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like you're really it's taken a while to feel teams out this year. And a lot of teams like we were talking about with like now we're talking with St. Louis and like Columbus. It's like they're a totally different team this year. Um, my lean is I take St. Louis on this. Um, I just think Arizona's running out of steam fast, uh, but they they play a type of system that can surprise you at any time. But I'm probably going to lean St. Louis, and Kemper will probably be in net, and he get. Oh, did they just tie it up? Boston just tied it up. 14 seconds left in the third. Boston, and guess who?
Wow.
Guess who? Guess who's?
I'm waiting to hear.
Well, Pasternak again. Pasternak with a natural hat trick. He just hit it right out of the air. Right out of the air, he hit.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Guy's incredible. Um, so yeah, I know, right? CL comes back on and puts up 4 dots. Like, okay, here we go. Just like like we said, like it was too tough to bet on this game, and now Philadelphia just got an interference penalty with 7 seconds left in the third. So Philadelphia is going to be on the power play, or Boston's going to be on the power play in overtime. Wow, what a terrible penalty.
I didn't think a penalty was carried over into
Yep,
overtime.
certainly is. Lawton got it. Winnipeg, Calgary. I'll just say I think Winnipeg will likely win this, but I think for this whole series, just take the underdog plus one on the PL and put it in a parlay every time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If you take or take the puck line for safety, that's going to be a good game. The whole series has been good. They've been going back and forth at each other, but I lean Winnipeg on that one. As far as the over under, it could go either way. I'd have to lean toward the over though. Uh, but it's one of the ones I don't have a strong feel for, but I do lean Winnipeg.
Yeah, it's Hullebuck and probably no. Yeah, it's Hullebuck and Markstrom in that. Uh, it's a 6. If it's 6, I lean the under. If it's 5.5, 6 seems like the score. So,
The line's 5.5.
oh, I don't.
Is that what you?
I said I don't know what it is. It's I'll take a look here.
Yeah, I can look
I
it
got it
up.
right here. It's 6. I probably lean the under on that.
Yeah, that's a tough line. I can see it going either way. Almost feels like a push to
Yeah,
me.
that's what I was saying. Yeah, it was about a push. Then finally, Minnesota versus Colorado. I watched that whole game last time. Minnesota works hard. They try hard. Just Colorado outmuscled them all over the ice, and I don't see that changing in this game.
No, uh, and I heard today that McKinnon's going to be out quite a while for Colorado. That's probably one of the reasons I probably will lay off of this game or recommend this game. But I'd have to lean the over. Normally I'd be all over Colorado in this situation. Um, I still think they have enough to win it. I think they feel like they have to win it, especially under the circumstances with McKinnon. So it should be a great game.
Yeah, I don't see Colorado losing too many games this year. Uh, Now with McKinnon out, maybe, but in that division, they're still not like what I saw. I can't believe how well they played. They played incredibly well. With McKin
I did see. I did. Oh, I'm
with
sorry. Go ahead.
McKinnon in, they're almost unbeatable if they're playing like anywhere near the top of their game. With McKinnon
Mm.
out, they're still going to win way more than they're going to lose. And I just don't think Minnesota has a team that can grind with Colorado well enough to be able to win too many games against them. So the last game I took Minnesota PL because of the same reasons you just said. McKinnon was out, and they're a hardworking team. And fortunately, I did get it. Boston just scored on the power play on the in overtime, 4-3.
Great. I hit a late little bet I did on them. I took a live bet Boston.
Did you? Wow.
I did.
Philadelphia dropping the ball big time. And John's losing his crap on the freaking on his live there. So yeah, I'm taking. I think I don't know what my best bets are, and if anybody's out there, if the people that are listening now, if you want to know our best bets, again, Patreon, go to the Patreon, go to BpoW Picks. I'll put it in the chat. Also, if you want to try it out for a free month, it's very easy to do. Post your parlays in the comment section. Anybody who hits parlays will get points. Tell me how many. Tell me what the payouts are on them. Not dollar value, but percentage wise. So like if it pays out 6.2 times your money, post it. If you hit it, I'm going to give you 6.2 points. The person with the most points at the end of the month gets a free premium BPAL picks month. So throw her in there. Now, if you're the only guy doing it down there, you win. So you might as well do it just for fun. What the heck? We haven't had too many people as of yet, but we'll see what happens there. Anyways, boys and girls, what's that?
Is there a limit on the number of teams? Does it have to be like a minimum of a three-team
No,
parlay
you can
or
do a
what?
two-team parlay. You can do a three-team, a four-team. It all is going to have a higher, whatever you want to get, however you want to get your points. Probably your best bet
Okay.
is to do two teams and hit them, right? But
No, last year I blew them away. I hit a I actually have hit two 10-team parlays in hockey in the last 2 years,
oh really? Cool.
which is impossible to do, but I've done it twice now.
Well, okay, boys and girls, that's our full 42. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to end her here. I got to get to bed. Thought I'd try this live stream, see how many people come on. Anybody that's watching this video, you can watch our lives if we keep on doing this every night around this time or every night during the week. And we'll see how it goes. It's been fun. Have a great day, everybody. Lots of love to ya.
Take care. Bye.